This is an outrage.
Hello, hi, there's Stephanie. This is Stephanie, and Stephanie, I have some questions I'd like to ask from you.
Sure.
Okay. We have just finished your role, which is titled as the President. How did you feel about that?
I studied like Obama, Palin, George Bush, and although they're all three different people, I kind of trying to combine some of their like quirky things. And she was very much her own person. The character that I ended up with was, I think, was very much her own person. She was she wasn't a leader, I would say.
Yeah, like what kind of a president, if you could describe, the United States has in 2018 in Alaska?
Can I?
No, just what kind of a character is that?
She's a moron.
A moron, yes.
A moron. But you should never, as an actor, think that way about your character. And I didn't. As I built her, I built her to believe that everything that she was doing was connected and true. But when I go and watch how you've shot her, and I go and see the footage, I myself, as Stephanie Paul, look at it and go, she's a moron. But I wasn't thinking that way when I created the character.
Very good.
This is outrage. You're all lies, just like my ex-husband.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be destroyed. This is outrage.
You're all
lies, just like my ex-husband.
God, it's kind of pause there.
Calm down, lady, calm down.
Don't.
So now, my friends and followers, we are going to do something which is called, I think it's called Walla.
Walla, yeah.
Walla. Can you just briefly tell what does it mean?
Well, basically it means if you see a movie and there's crowds or groups of people, a lot of times they don't shoot the sound when they film it, or if they do, the sound's not usable. So what we do is we bring a group of people back in the studio, and they make the sound for the crowds, and we kind of fake it that way. It's kind of a bit of movie magic.
And what do you call it? What did they call it? Walla.
I think because they say a lot of times when there was a crowd talking that it sounds like the crowd's going walla 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 walla.
Okay, well that makes sense.
And that's like kind of like the murmur of the crowd.
And the guys and the girls are there, and they are getting ready. And this is my list. And as you can see, it consists mostly of laughter, screaming, reactions, ad-lib, whispering, reactions, and that's what we're gonna do. How do I direct this? I don't know. I've never done this before.
All the people we work with today and the people I work with, generally are folks with like an acting background that have sort of found a home in the world of voiceover. And this is one aspect of the voiceover world that that we work in. We also do voice matching, did a little bit of voice replacement today for you. We do commercials and promos and things like that. But we're hired to come and work on people's projects to help bring life to the environments of the shows in post-production. So
yeah, you go take that. Post up, man. Watch it, man. Watch it. Back it up. Yeah, that's it. Nice.
there you go, man.
Yeah, right, man.
You better run, man.
Yeah. Hey, boy. You better hit. That's right.
How much you want for that house?
Come back in. No, come back now. Yeah.
Typically, it is group situations where you're being hired to inform the environments, where they won't typically record a lot of the actors in the situations when they're doing productions, because you want to have more control over your principal dialogue. So we're asked to come in and be able to change our voices a lot, to be prepared to know about the different worlds that you're in. Like here we had some astronaut stuff, just to have a facility with that sort of language, even if it's scripted, to have the ability to say it as the way you want to hear it, like a guy who could believably be a NASA mission control man or a NASA astronaut. And then of course the screaming and things like that, if you get someone off the street to come and scream like that, they're going to blow their voices out, because we're trained actors. We know how to support our voices in a way that we can do that without hurting ourselves. it's important to know what, you know, when I was asked to get some folks together for this, you know, I asked them specifically what you wanted. I'm trying to think of what ground each person can cover. So I know the actors well enough to know when you tell me what you're looking for, who's probably best suited to do that particular thing. But then I defer to you. Like, does that voice work for what your idea was for that? So I think, you know, my job is a lot in the preparation of the session. Typically, if we're working on a project, we might get it beforehand, and I'll watch it, and I'll be able to, you know, go through the cue sheets and see specifically what it is you want to do, and then I'll talk to actors, or I'll bring them in and have them do certain scenes for me to make sure they're appropriate for the project we're working on. It's great. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, you guys definitely have a lot of passion. I mean, I was very impressed with the production qualities and the acting that we saw looked really great, and obviously you're enthusiastic, and that's the name of the game. Getting something from script to screen is a huge accomplishment. So it was a pleasure to work with independent filmmakers.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks again for coming.
Thanks for having us part of it. Yeah, good luck with it.
Thank you.